Do you hate arena grinding but want to somehow gain units that you can use for the upcoming gifting event? Now, one way to do that is on your main account, grind arena, grind content, earn units, trade with friends. Or you can create an alt account to farm units and then gift stuff to your main account. And what I did last year was I created an alt account that I've been auto fighting for the past year. Obviously, you can't do that. What you can do though is start a new account now, and there are several bonuses to starting an account right now. For one thing, they just reworked the Act setup so you can get a lot more units into a lot less work. So you can do it much quicker and get upwards of 3,000 units. The other thing about this month in particular is just for creating the account and logging in, and I don't know if there's a specific level, but I know I grabbed my Cersei and Ikaros at less than level 5. So you get Ikaros and Cersei for free. You get two awesome free 3-star champions, and there is objectives to get you the resources to take them up to max level, max rank. And this is so helpful for getting through Act 1, 2, and 3 especially. So the fact that you can get really quickly a very strong 3-star champion and a very quick and easy way to max them out can really make this go quicker. And so just for logging in, I got Cersei, and then doing those objectives, which you complete by completing the story content, will then give you the rank up resources to take her all the way up to max rank. And I chose Cersei because for the later quests and bosses, she has a bit better damage that you can get to. Now, Cersei is a very fun champion to play too, and so this is a great way to get some experience with her. But we were able, within 1 to 2 hours of playtime, to get Cersei to rank 4 and max level. And there are those specific objectives to using Cersei, but there's the generic basic objectives that they added, which really helps you progress and get extra ISO and gold just from completing story content. And we'll show a quick clip of that here too, but there's tons of objectives that you're going to complete along the way that's going to get you lots of ISO, gold, and shards as well. So there are tons of units in these first 3 acts. I think it's over 2,500 units. And so with 5 to 6 hours of playtime, you can get upwards of 3,000 units. But let's take a quick look at the breakdown. In Act 1, you get 50 units from completion and 100 units from exploration. And look, it's just one chapter. Act 2 is also one chapter, and you're going to get 100 units from completion and 150 units from exploration. Act 3, let's show that. Act 3 is just 2 chapters, and you're going to get 150 units from completion and 250 units from exploration. And then if you do go on into Act 4, there are no units for that completion exploration, but there are lots of units amongst the quests in the chapters. So if you do push through for more of those. But now, don't just look at the completion and exploration, because it's not going to be as much units as you think. Look in chapter 1. Hold on. Let's show this again. Act completion was 150 and 250. Now chapter 1 completion 75 and 125, plus each quest has 10 and 50, 10 and 50, and looking down 10 and 50, and then chapter 2 again 75, 125. So there's tons of units, and it's all been condensed into much less content. The quests are smaller, there's less quests to do overall, and the paths for a lot of them are shorter, especially in Act 4. A lot of them have been reworked. I can't show it on this account, but you can get from Act 1 to 3, you can get just under 3,000 units from playing through that content. And it really only takes maybe 5 or 6 hours. So how much time I put into this account so far is about 3 hours. So I think it took me about 2 to 2.5 hours to get to Thanos and then defeat him. And we're going to see why Cersei is so fun to play, because you can just basically build up to 1 special 2 and get some ridiculous damage off of it. And the damage is great because some of the bosses, have a lot more health. And if you're just using a single 3-star champion to get through it, then you do want some decent damage so it doesn't take too long. And just completing that one time through got me to level 17, which means I only have 2 levels left before I can use the auto fight feature. Also, upon completion of Act 3, you get a free 4-star crystal. And I think I actually had 1.5 4-star crystals, and we're going to go and open that 4-star crystal that I was able to open. And take a look, I have just under 1,000 units already from about 3 hours of playtime, which is fairly good compared to arena grinding. Now my first 4-star unfortunately is Psylocke, which is not great for auto fighting, but that's okay. We will pick up another 4-star along the way, and we are so close to level 19. So what I'm going to do is just going to go into that Thanos quest to start working on exploration, because it has a good amount of experience from there to get me to level 19 quickly. And then once I do reach level 19, I'm just going to go back into Act 1, Chapter 1, and start working on auto fighting through exploration of that one, and then go into Act 2 and auto flight through exploration of that one. And then I'll keep doing that until it gets too hard for me to auto fight. But along the way, I'm going to get some extra 4-star champions, and hopefully I'll get some good ones, and then I can level them up, and it will help me to auto fight through the more difficult content. And then depending on where I am after that, I can start pushing through for some units in Act 4. But ideally, I'm going to focus on 100% of the first 3 acts. And, instead of arena grinding, this is actually much more beneficial, much more efficient for your time. The caveat is you can't use it on your main account to buy stuff like for unit deals, but you can give tons of very valuable stuff during the gifting event, which is coming up very soon. So while I'm auto fighting on this account, I will have on my second device, I'll create another one that I'll then start fighting through the same thing, working my way through Act 3 and to level 19, and then repeat the process. I don't know how many of these I will do, maybe 2, maybe 3, but if you are going to be very intense about this, you can get a ton of units from doing this, again, with very minimal time invested when you compare to arena grinding and how many units you can get. Now, of course, this is not units that you can stash on your main account, but you can gift items and gifting crystals to your main account, which are very useful. So that is something to keep in mind. And then moving forward, you can use these accounts to continue auto fighting throughout the year, preparing for the next gifting event, which is a different video I'm going to work on, which is a new type of a unit grinding, different than arena. And so keep an eye out for that. I'll hopefully be making that in the next several weeks, but I do hope that this video is helpful. Good luck, and I hope to see you in the next video.